Chris, let's get it started. Take it up to Dr. David Sarnoff.
Tonight, the co-main event is scheduled for 4 5-minute rounds with a sudden death 5th round if necessary for the CFFC Flyweight Championship of the World. This bout has been brought to us by Jerky Beef Jerky. Beef jerky for champions. Now, standing to my right, fighting out of the blue corner, standing at 5 feet 6 inches, weighing in at 124.2 pounds, professional, undefeated record, 7 wins, no losses, fighting Verzelis National MMA out of North Sulawesi, Indonesia, Renaldy, the Patty Rukan Manse. Now, standing to my left, fighting out of the red corner, standing at 5 feet 7 inches, weighing in at 125.4 pounds, professional, undefeated record, 7 wins, no losses, fighting for Charlie's Combat Club out of Everett, Washington. The reigning, the defending, the undefeated, undisputed CFFC Flyweight Champion of the world, Bilal, the Indo Ninja, Hasan.
We went over the rules. Respect yourself all the time. Hands up. Touch gloves if you want. Let's go.
Referee in charge of the championship action, Vitor Shaolin.
Respect between these two gentlemen. They were very aware of each other with their shared heritage, had a lot of respect for each other, but understand that sometimes you have to crush another man's dreams to get where you want to go.
It's a cold, cold world, John Morgan. Someone's got to do it.
That's it. And again, you talk about the striking on display. Renaldy Manse showing you what he's capable of as well. Bilal Hasan, the flashy striker, but Renaldy Manse can echo a lot of those same type attacks.
You know, and like you said, Manse was very keen to jump on this matchup, so you know there's going to be no reservations in terms of fighting a fellow countryman. So for Hasan, that's the only disadvantage I feel like he may have, is if he's going to be reserved in his fight, reserved in having to do damage and go to whatever depths he would have to go to beat somebody from his country. So I think that's the one advantage that Manse has going for him.
Yeah, you wonder if that ends up being any type of mental block. Of course, once you get tagged once or twice, maybe that all goes out the window, but you don't want to have that hesitation. As he said, he kind of wanted to see both of them make their way up. But right now, he does look sharp and on point after that initial stumble. You see the tactician going to work, and that body shot hurt him. I think Renaldy Manse is trying to show a poker face. That hurt him.
Yeah, you can tell the body language right now is he touched the liver, and you can't fight it. Even if it doesn't hurt that bad, if you touch the liver, your body will shut down, and you can't fight it. And right now, Manse's going through it.
Yeah, you can see him holding that right elbow down low after that shot, and he moved in for the takedown. Instead, it's Bilal Hasan who gets the trip, sets up on top early here in round 1.
Yeah, while he shines as a striker coming from out of Charlie's Combat Club, I've known Charlie Pearson for a very, very long time. You know, in terms of coaches in Washington State, he's an absolute legend, and he's always been producing very, very high-level fighters. Maybe we haven't seen all of them in the UFC, but trust me, I've known Charlie since I got in the game in 2008. And some of the toughest guys I could have faced were out of his gym, and they're all very well-rounded, much like Bilal Hasan is.
Absolutely. Charlie's been around CFSC for a long time. Coach Miranda Granger, of course, as well. And, of course, we've seen a lot of them. Corner Bilal Hasan has become clearly one of the top pound-for-pound fighters on the CFFC roster. Nasty high kick there as well. I mean, look, you're seeing the blood on the face. You can see the reddening of the body. I mean, halfway into round number 1, and you can really, again, those body shots. You can see the work that Bilal Hasan. Look at that right hand as well. You touched at the range.
And look at the way he pull counters, just like I said. And you can tell he's a mature fighter, because once he gets you corralled to the fence, he picks his shots. He doesn't just put you in a blender. He picks his shots, he gets a finish.
Just like that, Bilal Hasan, first round finish, Seattle.
Let's go. Come on.
Get Bilal Hasan into the UFC. And now you show the respect for his opponent. And you can see, look, he was kind of frustrated, like, I didn't want to hurt the guy, you know what I mean? But when you're a savage like Bilal Hasan, you just end up hurting people who happen to be standing on the other side of the cage.
100%. I mean, this kid is a special talent. Like I said, you can tell he's such a mature fighter because when he corrals his opponents to the fence, he doesn't just, unload and put him in a blender. He picks his shots. He's so educated. His pull counters, his distance management. That's how he's able to find these great body shots, is because he sets his feet, knows his range, and once you try to draw blood on him, he'll touch you to the body and set you down, much like he did to end that fight.
And it's impressive to see a young striker. To be 24 years old, and I feel the same, just mature in everything that he does. It's unbelievable. And again, it's funny. He's still kind of chastising himself, frustrated, but I mean, really put it on. Walk us through it, Michael Chiesa.
This was the beginning again. Right here was that teep kick from open stance. He definitely touched the liver with that shot. And then this is the beautiful left cross that broke the nose of Renaldy Manse. And then look at this finishing sequence right here. Kicks the liver again, comes back upstairs with the cross, and it's the way he mixes up to the head and the body. You just don't know where to go with your defense, and he just swarmed Manse and got the finish. And it was just a masterclass. Like I said, once he gets you to the fence, he just shows he's such a mature fighter by picking his shots, not rushing the finish, and just, listen, the guy just produces non-stop highlight reel finishes. He's UFC ready, John.
Completely agree. I mean, again, it's just highlight after highlight after highlight, and he delivers it once again. The maturity, and I like what Michael Chiesa said there. It's so difficult to defend, and that's where the maturity comes in. Is that if you are guarding the body, yeah, he'll headhunt, and if you're covering the head, he'll go to the body. Like, just whatever's there. I don't need to force anything. When you're that talented, you just take what's on the table. You see what's there, and when you have the speed to execute, the creativity, I mean, just to me, I think the complete and total package. And man, I like that idea, that Seattle debut. We'll see if UFC matchmakers feel a similar way. But right now, with Renaldy Manse, I mean, you can see the respect they have between each other. You have to take a shot, right? Renaldy, to him, knew it was a tough assignment, but said, hey man, I got the opportunity, I gotta take it. And Bilal Hasan gets it done. Let's take it up to our man, Dr. David Sarnoff, to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout was stopped at 2 minutes and 47 seconds in the first round. Winner by TKO due to strikes, and still the CFFC flyweight champion of the world, out of the red corner, Bilal, the Indo Ninja Hasan.
Bilal Hasan, my man. Listen, 24 years old, 8-0. I mean, I know you had some reservations fighting a fellow countryman, but tell me how you're feeling right now.
Really calm. That's exactly what I saw, in my head that was supposed to happen, and it happened. And so, but I also, like you said, he's a fellow countryman. I didn't want to hurt him too bad, so I felt a little bad, but it looks good for my resume. He was 7-0, never had a defeat, and I went out there and finished him in the first round. And so that's on my resume now, and I'm just looking to climb to the top in the UFC, baby. Let's go.
Well, when you talk about your resume and you talk about the UFC, I'm going to set you up right here.
Please.
March 28th, Climate Pledge Arena, UFC Seattle. Call your shot.
Daddy Dana, Mick Maynard, Sean Shelby. I called my shot before, and I'm calling it again. 8-0, 7 finishes, 24 years old, young, hung, dumb, full of cum. Shout out to Michael Bisping. Man, I think it only makes sense. And Mr. Michael Chiesa, you're also a Pacific Northwest native. So, come on, me and you, UFC Seattle, baby. Let's blow the roof off that motherfucker.
Brother, you're the future of mixed martial arts out of Washington State. You're world class, and I hope that you and I get a fight on the same card in March. Give it up for the champ, Bilal Hasan!
I mean, how can you not be a fan? It's been such an honor to watch this man's rise here in CFFC. So young still, but so talented. And again, just the complete package. I mean, he goes out there, he fights the way that fans want to see. He fights the way that UFC brass wants to see. Then he gets on the mic and he cuts promos. He's got a great social media presence. He's got his own clothing line coming up. He's got the ties to Indonesia. They always step up and represent. Michael Chiesa, you laid it out there perfect for him. I want to see you guys both on that card. But how can you not be a fan of this guy?
Dude, he is a lot of fun. And